What's up, guys? Wicked Snake here. We're gonna go over my Nord Sorc tank build in ESO. Let's get right into it. Let's go to the character. We'll look at the attributes. We got 11 in Magicka, 53 in health. Let's go over the Mundus. The Atronach for Magicka recovery by 310. Bewitched Sugar Skulls is the more expensive food you can use. You could also use regular tri-stat food if you really wanted to. This is a little more on the expense side. Then you get minor resolve for being a Nord. It increases your physical and spell resistance by 2,974. So that helps out a lot with the build. That way you don't have to worry about any resistances that's in the Nord passive line already. Let's look at skills. We've got Dark Deal. This is really helpful. You sacrifice a little bit of Magicka for 10,110 health and 3,600 stamina instantly, and an additional 2,380 stamina over 20 seconds. So when this is also a cast time, so you can't block when you do it. You can block cancel it if you're ever taking a hit or something, but it only lasts it's like a 1 second cast time. So it doesn't, you can block if you have to, but I would definitely use it when you can. It keeps your stamina and your health up. You should have quite a bit Magicka recovery already, so it shouldn't be a big deal to blast it a couple times. Then we got the Unstable Clan Fear. This is a really good heal. You can use your ability for. You have to spend 4,230 Magicka, healing you for 14,953 in the Clan Fear for 7,476. This is really nice because the heal crits a lot of the time, so it's not just that amount. You get a huge amount of heal out of it. Bound Aegis is a really big deal. You don't use damage shields as a Nord Sorc tank. Protect yourself with the power of Oblivion, creating a suit of Daedric Mail that increases your block mitigation by 40% for 3 seconds. While slotted, your max Magicka is increased by 8%, and you gain minor resolve, increasing your physical and spell resistance by 2,974. So this can pretty much block everything. This is a damage shield essentially, but it's only a 3-second uptime. You just gotta know when to use it. Then we use Boundless Storm. This is how we get our major resolve. It increases your physical resistance and spell resistance by 5,948. So let's go ahead and buff up. So right now, with all the factors considering, we have 31,868 physical and spell resistance. It's all the same number. Good solid number. So we just have to keep that up at all times. Then we use Pierce Armor for not a ranged taunt, but for an in-close taunt. A melee taunt. Also inflicts minor breach and major breach on the enemy, reducing their physical resistance and spell resistance by 2,974 and 5,948 for 15 seconds. This is really nice. Gives your team the pen. Gives you guys the pen, pretty much. Penetration, essentially. And that's really good for the team. Warhorn. Sound a Warhorn to rally your forces, increasing you and your group's max Magicka and max stamina by 10% for 30 seconds. You and your allies gain major force, increasing your critical damage by 20% for 10 seconds. This is really big. You want to keep these up at all times. Just tell your group when you're using it. The other tank and healers will hear you, and then they'll blast theirs after, or however you guys do your ultimates. Then we got Unstable Clan Fear. Just the heal on the second bar. Same one so you keep the pet out at all times. And your health is up by 8% due to the passives from the Daedric summoning line. Then we have Unstable Wall of Elements, pretty much, Wall of Storms. This sets the enemy off balance, helps the group out a lot. Overflowing Altar, this is a good heal. Just sacrifice a little bit of your health to heal so people can synergize on the altar. So if they're really low, it's pretty much a full heal, all the way to full health. Then we got Silver Leash to drag enemies in. Then we have Inner Rage as our range taunt, and then Absorption Field as the dungeon alt, just to stun enemies and stuff like that. Now we're gonna go over gear. We've got Elkosh. Elkosh. This is good for main tanks. It's pretty much. When you activate a synergy, you send Shockwave from your position that deals 3,732 physical damage and an additional 11,570 physical damage over 10 seconds. reduces the physical and spell resistance of an enemy hit by the amount of the initial hits. So you're just pretty much making the boss weaker, or whatever enemy you're attacking weaker for the group by synergizing with something. Then we have Earth Core, just an all-around good heal. When you're under 50%, you get a pool of blood spawned above you that heals you for a lot. You pretty much go back to full health with this. It's broken. It's very good. Very good for this tank build. We have Yolnakrin for the group. When you taunt an enemy, you give yourself and 11 group members minor courage for 15 seconds, increasing your weapon and spell damage by 215. This effect can occur once every 8 seconds. So this just helps your group hit harder. Every main tank should be wearing Yolna. Let's see. Let's go over CP. This is just the kind of whatever CP. We've got 59 in Hardy, 57 in Elemental Defender, 58 in Thick Skinned, 81 Ironclad. That's all you need in the red tree. We've got 55 Mastered Arms, 100 Elfborn, 100 Blessed, 100 Shadow Ward, 50 Tumbling, 44 Arcanist. You don't need a lot in here because you should have already a good amount of Magical Recovery. And then 61 on Warlord to break free. I just want to explain the Magical Recovery. The way to get so much Magical Recovery is to make your jewelry have at least Magical Recovery glyphs. And then you could infuse them if you're okay with having less stamina. If you're not, then don't. But yeah, that would be pretty good to get your Magical Recovery up, and by using the Mundus. That's the big thing about the build, because once I'm low on stamina, as you'll see here in a second, popping Dark Deal and being able to put that back to full, and then my Magical Recovery is just shooting up, and it lasts me quite some time. You can pretty much always pop Dark Deal when you need, and you'll be able to, you have infinite sustain pretty much. So yeah, that's kind of the build overall. It's really good for group content, very good main tank build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you like it or not.